1970 marked the birth of the Bruins when Bar Street High School and Lancaster High School integrated. The combined heritage of these two schools lives on at Lancaster High School in 2023. The continued support of the Lancaster community, combined with the academic strength of a dedicated faculty, demonstrate that Lancaster High School and the Lancaster County School District continue to put its children first. Our mission is to prepare our students for a responsible and productive future by providing challenging and relevant experiences in a positive environment supported by the community. In other words, we want our students to be self-determining. We want them to be employed, enlisted, or enrolled. For many years, the largest employer in Lancaster County was the textile giant Springs Mills. During this time, the enrollment at Lancaster High hovered around 2,000 students. In 2005, Springs merged with a Brazilian company to become Springs Global. By 2007-08, Springs ceased all manufacturing in South Carolina. This was a major blow to Lancaster County, especially to the city of Lancaster. People moved to find work. As the employment landscape changed, Lancaster High saw a continuing drop in enrollment over the next several years. At our smallest, our enrollment was approximately 1,200 students. During this time, we experienced great success with our ninth grade academy. 90% of our ninth graders were promoted to the 10th grade. In 2008, our graduation rate was 88%. However, as our enrollment dropped, our allocation of teaching positions decreased, and we had to dismantle the academy. Our demographics began to shift as well. In the early 2000s, we were approximately 50% African American and 50% Caucasian. Currently, we are 49.5% African American, 13.6% Hispanic, 29.8% Caucasian, 4.5% two or more races, 1% Asian, 0.4% Native American Pacific Islander, and 1.2% American Indian Alaska Native. Our Caucasian enrollment has steadily decreased, while our African American and Hispanic enrollment has increased. Along with these changes, our poverty rate has increased from 40 or 50%, which it was during the early 2000s, to its current percentage of 79%. In 2017, Lancaster High School changed principals for the first time in 21 years. In 2018, many of our veteran staff retired, and we began to see an influx of international faculty. They have served our students when we have been unable to staff our classrooms, and we are grateful for their presence. However, we recognized that they needed additional support. So we have developed one of the best new teacher programs in the state. Led by our instructional coaches, Dr. Melina Owaney and Mrs. Christy Davis, we support new teachers to Lancaster High in all facets of transition to our country as well as to our school. The changing landscape continued. As we can see, the change in our teaching staff has had significant impacts instructionally. Our English and math departments, 7 of the 12 teachers in each are international. Our science department, 4 of our 10.5 teachers are international. Our world languages department, 3 of 6 teachers are international. In our SPED department, 2 of 12 are international, 1 is virtual. Social studies, fine arts, and PE do not have any international staff. That means that 27%, 23 of our 84 certified positions are occupied by international faculty. This has had significant impact again instructionally as well as in the number of discipline referrals that our administrators are receiving. As of October 24th, we have had 600 referrals, which averages 100 referrals per assistant principal. As you look at our report card data from 2022 and 2023, you can see that our students are underperforming in all areas: EOCs, college and/or career ready, multilingual learners, as well as in our graduation rate. However, there is good news. We are excited to report that we have seen gains in our graduation rate. We have seen gains in our school climate scores. We have seen gains in all of the college career ready areas, in our multilingual learner areas, and in some of our EOC areas. However, when you look at the demographic breakdown of our EOC scores, our multilingual learners as well as our SPED students continue to show achievement gaps. As we look at our fall 2023 MAP scores, it is showing that our ninth graders are coming to us behind grade level. Over 53% of our ninth graders enter 1 to 2 grade levels behind in reading, and 60% enter 1 to 2 grade levels behind in math. We are excited again to celebrate those areas in which we have seen improvement. We have had a long-standing problem at Lancaster High with parental support in the academic lives of our students. Our parents are avid supporters of athletics, but we continue to seek ways in which we can encourage their support in the academic arena. As evidenced by our survey data, we do not have input from the majority of our parents. We have tried to acknowledge ways or encourage ways to improve that participation. We will discuss those later in the presentation. Acknowledging our challenges, what we are looking at when we have our critical needs assessment are areas in which we will show detailed data regarding those challenges. Also, when you look at our school renewal plan, you will see that those areas of challenge are delineated there as well. When you look at our continuous improvement plan, we also have our goals and our action steps, which are guiding all of our improvement efforts. The journey begins with these goals that we have set for ourselves, our staff, our students, and our stakeholders.
Over half our students enter the ninth grade not performing on grade level in reading and math. According to Dr. John Hattie, students that are 2 times, sometimes even 3 grade levels behind need a rich teaching learning environment that utilizes those specific research-based strategies/techniques that yield the greatest growth. Lancaster High School staff continue to work tirelessly to provide a safe, student-centered education for all our students. As the data indicates, deficits in reading and math permeate all aspects of our students' achievement. We continue to concentrate our efforts in reading using workshop model and the MTSS tiers of instruction. Focusing on small group instruction and individual student needs allows us to more effectively impact individual student academic performance. We're also using every classroom, every day, ECED math curriculum. ECED was implemented in the fall of 2022. ECED focused on benchmarking and progress monitoring to inform instructional decisions, and it will allow student areas of challenge to be addressed immediately. In the fall of 2023, we have been implementing Achieve 3000 in literacy. This supplemental program provides embedded benchmark assessments that yield precise information about each student's current reading level. It provides students access to grade level, standards aligned content differentiated to 12 Lakeside levels in English and 8 in Spanish. It also adjusts instruction with text to speech and speech to text tools, vocabulary supports, and automatically adaptive assessments to give every student the support they need. In addition, we have added an MTSS coordinator as well as reinstituted our ninth grade academy as a more effective method to track each cohort. Also, we have added weekly focus group meetings that provide professional development and support all our teachers. All of our students will be impacted by these initiatives. However, we are focusing special attention on our Hispanic and SPED populations. Goals for the 23-24 school year are designed to fit the continuous improvement criteria and to move LHS off of the CSI list. Goal number 1, increase graduation rate from 63% to 75% by June 2024. Goal number 2, increase the number of seniors who are college or career ready by 10%, from 47% to 57% by June 2024. Goal number 3, increase all 4 EOC proficiency by a minimum of 15%. That would be students making C or higher. If we meet all our goals, we should garner enough points to move off of the CSI list. More importantly, we would have overcome the reading and the math deficit that many of our students had as ninth graders.
In this section, we will discuss the vision and mission of Lancaster High School, the school's beliefs and goals, and internal processes. We will also review progress toward improvement and resource allocation. Our mission states, Lancaster High aims to prepare our students for a responsible and productive future by providing challenging and relevant experiences in a positive environment supported by the community. The theme and foundation of our mission is to prepare our students to do what they would like to do once they graduate from LHS. If they want to go to college, we want that to be an option. If they want to enter the workforce, we want that to be an option. The heart of LHS's mission is that the experiences they have received will give them the freedom to achieve their goals. Our vision states, our vision for Lancaster High is to have students become successful, well-adjusted, contributing members of society. We envision a school where students take responsibility for their success by utilizing the educational opportunities afforded them, which include not only academics but also the arts, athletics, and service. We believe that by expecting our students to perform at a high level, they will maximize their potential. The heart of our vision for every Lancaster High student is that they leave our institution enrolled, enlisted, or employed. A part of the growth and improvement process is collecting and analyzing data. At Lancaster High, we collect data via student surveys, parent surveys. Both of these outlets allow for participants to share their true thoughts and concerns because they are anonymous. We use this data as a different lens or viewpoint and make any necessary changes. We also collect data during our school improvement council meetings, faculty meetings, and department chair meetings. These open forums allow for full transparency regarding the concerns of our stakeholders. These meetings also create a safe space for dialogue. Again, this data is collected and it serves as one of the driving forces when decisions are made. Some strengths revealed from the collected data include an increase in our graduation rate due to improved tracking. Another strength is the fact that students and staff felt safe while at Lancaster High, and that we have a large amount of staff pursuing advanced degrees and a large amount of staff that also already hold advanced degrees. To combat the challenges revealed from the data we collected, we implemented our 9th grading academy, which was inspired by the thought of improving our overall graduation rate. We also reinstated focus groups to promote common planning and common assessments. We also implemented our Wednesday planning meetings to promote collaboration and, again, the creation of those common instructional materials. Our recurring challenges that has been revealed is the need for improvement in regards to our student achievement. To address our student achievement challenges, we have used allotted funds to purchase iExcel and Delta Math, which help our algebra end of course exam scores. We also utilize IRRE and science professional learning opportunities to build our teachers' capacity, and Achieve 3000 that will support our classroom instruction.
In order for an organization to be driven by results, every one of its constituents has to take ownership, responsibility, and pride in all of its practices. To be compliance-driven is simply to follow directions. Anyone from a non-educational professional domain can be compliant to a high school's daily plans and practices, mission, and goals. To be results-driven involves understanding the why behind practices and enforcing common practices together as a team. To be results-driven means to ask the hard questions and to seek solutions past the physical constraints of our building. If an institution is driven by results, inquisitiveness and collegiality is encouraged and practiced. We take pride in being a results-driven organization. A results-driven organization sees challenges as opportunities to grow, sees growth as an opportunity to thrive. In order to be results-driven, we have to examine our current data, not only on student performance, but on all the different parts of a child's education, including but not limited to student behavior, attendance, extracurricular involvement, and emotional well-being. So the school leadership team ensures being results-driven by looking at all the data through a lens of growth. Exploring the data lends itself to critical questioning as to how and why a certain set of data exists as is. For example, why are our students not performing well on EOC assessments? Why did our graduation rate drop? What can we do to ensure that more of our students are college and career ready? Being results-driven does not stop by answering those questions. As a results-driven school, we conclude all data conversations with, what can we do about this? Being results-driven means we will not stop until we are satisfied that the results we have not only meet the growth expectations, but exceed even our own personal goals for our institution. Being results-driven is hard because the results sometimes do not tell us the full story. The results sometimes tend to be a mere snapshot of a child's ability or performance, and given that we do not believe in teaching curriculum from a test prep perspective, we are then challenged to process the results and set new goals. A truly continuous improvement planning process can be seen through our leadership team professional learning community. We meet often, but we meet with a purpose. We carve out special evening meetings to look over data, examine trends, and research the reasons behind the results, as well as set goals and action steps for improvement. We meet on average once a month to examine and discuss our data. We have been doing this as a leadership team over the past 10 years, but we found that the pandemic has deflated some of our progress, much like elsewhere all over the world. We found ourselves unable to answer questions such as, where are our seniors that are supposed to graduate this spring, or how can we compete with the financial need to make money that most of our students are facing. We are finding that we are having to reestablish and justify the need for a high school diploma, which we never thought we would have to do. A high school diploma simply paves the way for academic and personal growth and success. Diplomas open doors. The leadership team truly views its work and research as continuous and cyclical, always researching and examining routes for growth and improvement. The collective efforts for school improvement have shined the light at the need to examine our scope and sequence in our academic courses. We want our teachers to have autonomy, but at the same time, we have to be teaching parallel lessons and activities if we are all indeed addressing the same standards. The continuous improvement efforts have resulted in forming our teacher focus groups, which are just professional learning communities centered on teaching the same subject. Within the focus groups that meet weekly, teachers are creating common assessments by referring to their standards and then examining student results. For example, the Algebra 1 team had a lengthy discussion as to why most of the students missed a certain item, and they concluded at how students do not grasp what pi really is. Utilizing Mastery Connect, our end-of-course teams have access to software that houses assessment items that are aligned with the standards. Our students can be formatively assessed fairly quickly utilizing student Chromebooks, and teachers can then discuss results and possible root causes of misunderstandings. Improving student performance may involve closely looking at student formative data, but it begins by examining our instruction. We have implemented strategies such as workshop model instruction and small group conferencing. We are implementing WIN, which stands for What I Need, Tuesdays, where every student has an opportunity to fill gaps, clarify misunderstandings, or make up work during part of the class on Tuesdays. We are implementing book clubs in our English 1 and English 2 classes where students are reading books of their choice along with other peers who have the same interests. We have partnered with IRRE, the Institute of Research and Reform in Education, in order to look closer to the instructional practices in our Algebra 1 classrooms. We have also established the Learning Cave as a place where EOC subject teachers bring their classes together and team teach through concepts while exposing students to challenging concepts and standards-driven assessment items. In addition, we as a whole staff are reading The Power of ICU this year and continuing to explore ways that we can further improve the performance of our students. We are confident that implementing book clubs has increased the reading ability of our students. Our English 2 EOC data shows improvement, and we simply see more students engaged in reading when visiting our classrooms. Our Algebra 1 scores grew by 14.8%, and we look to continue to grow in these areas. We are implementing iLead in order to address educating the whole child and to help with improving student behavior as a whole. Overall, we see our students more actively involved in the classroom, but we know that there are pockets that we need to continue to grow within the engagement domain. We are eager to see where the school-wide improvement efforts lead us to this school year, and we are ready to embrace the results.
My name is Crystal Whitaker, and I will be addressing Part 4, which includes observation walkthroughs and a focus on professional learning. First, about our walkthroughs, we have a few expectations for our teachers and our students here at Lancaster High School. As soon as we approach their door, we should see a QR code right outside of each teacher's door. There, you can scan the code and access all their instructional plans. So any visitor will be able to see what our teachers and students are doing at any point. The expectation once you are inside of the classroom is that there will be absolutely no cell phone usage during instructional time. And that has been put into effect to minimize distractions from learning and to promote engagement. All students are expected to be engaged and active participants of the learning process. Observers will also notice that we have the workshop model from the Teachers College, Columbia University, that has been adopted by our school district and our high school in effect, where students are grouped into small groups where they work together while the teacher serves as a facilitator, circulating the room and pulling out students that need tiered interventions. A quick note about our cell phone policy that I mentioned. We implemented this new policy effective for this school year. Cell phones may be used in between classes, but not during instructional time. They are not to be seen at any point. During the first cell phone violation, the first offense, there will be a warning issued by the teacher. The teacher will then, of course, notify the parent. The second offense, a discipline referral will be sent to administration. The third offense, the referral will be sent and in-school suspension will be issued. The fourth offense, a discipline referral will be sent and out-of-school suspension will be issued. We have noticed that there has been an increase in referrals for cell phone violations, but there has also been an increase in engagement during our walkthroughs. Now, to talk about focus on professional learning. Our teachers have received training on the workshop model that was mentioned with small groups, and they serve as facilitators while the students complete work in small group settings. This allows the teachers time to pull individuals out for tiered interventions as needed. Our faculty has also received training on Achieve 3000, a software program designed to help with literacy deficits. Teachers are able to assign articles that are automatically adjusted to each student's Lexile level, which meets that student's needs where they are and offers more equity in their coursework. Common assessments are expected and encouraged. Evidence of this should be apparent in observations as teachers have been collaborating weekly every Wednesday afternoon in their focus group meetings. During these meetings, they are talking about data. They are modifying and adjusting instructional plans. They are checking in, syncing their pacing, and of course, creating formative and summative common assessments. Our mission and vision statements at Lancaster High School both address providing challenging and relevant experiences for students inside and outside of the classroom. We want all of our students to graduate and either be enlisted, enrolled, or employed. We take great pride in this fact, and observers should note the rigor in the classrooms based upon the questioning of the teacher to the students, the final products that are being created by our students, and the objectives listed for each lesson. We hope you enjoy your visit at Lancaster High School.
Demographics for Lancaster High School for the 2023-2024 school year are as follows. 49% African American, 30% Caucasian, 15% Hispanic, which is our largest growing population at the moment, and 6.4% are listed as other. That would be Native American, Asian, or Pacific Islanders. The poverty rate for Lancaster High School is at 79% this year. During the 22-23 school year, 96.3% of the students at LHS participated in testing, and 15.4% were dual enrollment students. 910 students enrolled in CTE courses, and 187 of those students were CTE completers. 277 students earned a national or state credential, including 35.3% of the graduating class. Our staff retention rate at Lancaster High School is 92.4%, and the 3-year average is 91.1%. Our teacher attendance rate is 92%. We have numerous opportunities for extracurricular activities here at Lancaster High School. For the 22-23 school year, we had 306 individual male sports participants. Of those, 75 were middle school students. We also had 204 individual female sports participants. Of those, 50 were middle school students. Our total number of sports participation for 22-23 was 510 participants, 385 high schoolers, and 125 middle schoolers. We also have multiple clubs and organizations. Of the 18 clubs available to our students at LHS, we have academic clubs, clubs for the arts, and social service organizations. All of these offer our students a variety of outlets to express themselves and grow into well-rounded young adults. For the 2022-2023 school year, we had 270 students participate in our clubs and organizations.
Our report card data shows the following. Our overall score is a 38, which is unsatisfactory, but it is up 4 points from last year. We have struggled in the areas of academic achievement and preparing for success. However, these are trending up, and we will talk about that when I discuss EOC scores and trends, along with reasons why those are trending upward. Our graduation rate is at 71%, which is up from 63% the previous year. The first area of EOC we will discuss is the drop-off in Biology 1. This is due to more students being tested. However, we have a projected goal of 29% for the school year of 23-24. English 2 has seen growth from the previous year, up from 42% to 44%, and a projected goal of 59% at the school year of 23-24. U.S. history has had minimal growth over the past year. It is up from 18 to 19%. We do have a projected goal of 35% for the school year of 23-24. Lastly, Algebra 1 has seen the most improvement, climbing up 14% and reaching 17.8. Our goal for Algebra 1 is 33% for the 23-24 school year. Our other goals this school year include increasing graduation rate by 12%, from 63% up to 75% by May of 24, as evident by the South Carolina school report card. To increase the number of seniors who are college and career ready by 7% by May of 24. Ways we plan on achieving our goals are by enforcing workshop model, small group conferencing to address our Tier 2 and Tier 3 support. We are creating and administering common assessments and analyzing student data during weekly focus group meetings. EOC classes are utilizing Mastery Connect to provide progress monitoring for students and incorporate higher order thinking questions in daily instruction. In non-EOC classes, we concentrate on reading across the curriculum and writing in every single class. This is a list of the incidents broken down by behavior. As you can see, the top 3 categories all connect to student attendance. Tardies, truancy, and cutting class all contribute to the 93% student attendance rate, as well as the success rate for each student in their respective classes. The school is utilizing a few different ways to combat this issue, along with increasing the attendance rate of our students. Our MTSS coordinator monitors students who are considered at risk and will follow up with the students and their parents to ensure the student is making progress. One administrator is paired with our truancy coordinator to meet with the students and parents to discuss a plan so the students who are truant can be successful and come off of the truancy list. School-wide, we have implemented the 9th grade academy, which gives a team concept to all 9th grade students. Teachers, as well as 9th grade administrator, can track the progress of each student and are with that student the entire school year. Studies show that if a student can be successful in the 9th grade, they are more inclined to graduate high school with their cohort. We offer attendance recovery as well to combat student absenteeism. After 3 absences, a letter is sent home to parents by the attendance clerk. After 3 absences, teachers are also to make contact with the parents. This letter informs parents and the students that they need to do attendance recovery.
They say that a picture is worth 1,000 words, so we wanted to leave you with a few showing what goes on here at Lancaster High, and we hope you will see that we are a vibrant school filled with vibrant students and vibrant staff. From our beginning of the year pep rally with our 9th graders, to fun with our Bruin mascot, to our Bruins reading to future Bruins, to athletic signings, to our run for the boys in our 4A basketball championship, where we saw the entire community surround our guys with support. From an old Bruin encouraging a new Bruin, to our annual homecoming tailgate event, to winning the girls' 3A basketball state championship, to all of our athletics, to our various awards nights, to our senior picnic. where our seniors met afterwards for prayer, to our performing arts department, to our faculty and staff participating in various student government events, to prom, to the raising of the L, to professional development, to graduation, to the final hug. The blue and gold runs deep down in our hearts, and we are committed to the children who walk these hallowed halls. We are always Bruins.
They say a picture is worth 1,000 words. Well, how about a quick song?